The following announcement has been paid for by Perched on the Top Rope.
Hey, this is David Penzer, and you're watching Perched on the Top Rope.
With your send-off that you got in 2023, did you look at the send-off with Jade Chung being your replacement? Did you look at that as like a passing of the torch event in any sort of way?
100%. 100%. Scott pulled me over around June and of 2023, and he said, "I just want you to know that that I wanted you to find out before we had our production meeting that Jen is going to do like the pre-show matches. I forget what they called it at the time. It was a secondary show, and so all right. Well, I said to him, I said, "Does I have to worry about that?" And he was like, "Well, no, not for now, but you can't do this forever." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I can't do it forever." So I said, just so I don't, not sleep at night worrying about it, because I'd rather know what's going on now and plan for it than be surprised. How long do you think I got? He said till the end of the year, I think. Well, what I didn't know at the time is he was planning on doing the TNA reveal. And as part of that TNA reveal, he wanted to have a younger, much better looking, announcer. And I totally understood it. So, but I made it my mission at the time. I remember going back and talking to my wife, like, I could not help her, but Gary Capetta helped me, and when it was time, and so I just said everything, and we talk about this in the book, everything I could do to help her in any way I could. I told her, I want you to succeed. If you succeed, then I succeed. And it was great. And I'm a little disappointed that she's not there anymore. I'm sure that some of that has to do with her husband, but God bless her. It wasn't that was in her comfort zone, and she took it as a challenge, and she made a great deal with it. And yeah, I am proud that I passed the mic to her, so to speak.
I was actually going to ask about that. What were your thoughts when you found out that she was going to be departing from the company?
Well, I figured that Josh was going to explore his options. I mean, I think he's still under contract, so I don't think he could do anything now. But I would think that without Scott there, for that loyalty that exists, at that point, you say, well, hey, I'm not getting any younger. What else is out there, and what they might be interested in me doing. So I have no inside info on that. I mean, I noticed he stopped doing these shows, so my gut tells me he's going somewhere. But that could be conjecture. You could go get a construction job and just walk away from the business. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but anything's possible. But yeah, so I think that based on knowing that he was going to be doing something else, and the fact is that they would bring Jet and sometimes their older son to the matches. Jet, the most adorable kid I've ever met, huge wrestling fan, just enamored with it. And so when she was out ring announcing, Josh would watch him. And when he was out wrestling, she was out ring announcing, all those women in that knockouts division locker room are, as tight as could be. But it gets to the point where if Josh isn't going to be here and I bring Jet, do I really want to ask somebody to take 2 or 3 hours out of their night to watch my son? I don't know that was a big part about it, but I think that, I think that might've played into it. I've had no communication with her other than wishing her the best on Twitter. So, I'm sure they have to keep their head down now and, finish up, have Josh finish up, I think, Sunday. He's doing an I Quit match with Mike Santana. I would assume he will quit and then go explore. But again, I have no inside information about that. Like I said, for all I know, he became a vice president of a marketing company that has nothing to do with professional wrestling.